16 days away. I can't believe it.
Oh, really? I thought we were a lot worse off shape than that. We might go ahead and say Rocky Mountain Race Week's on this time. I mean, hey.
No, it's over. Canceled.
Well, we'll wait till today before we just call it. I'm sure throughout the day, we might have 2 or 3 instances where we might just have to kill it. It's over. Rocky Mountain Race Week. Down in the books is we didn't make it.
Give me a little rundown of what's happened over the past, say, 30, 35 days where we went from a running, operating truck that maybe needed a few things here and there.
Okay, first of all, keep in mind, this is a show. So we're starting from scratch. We have this guy over here that's supposed to be heading up the project, and you can see where he's at. He's null and void.
Making money.
Yeah. And you have this guy over here that he makes it all happen with the approval. So, yeah, we're putting in the motor. We had that little mishap yesterday where the valve cover didn't clear. I know it broke Dave's heart, whatever, to see that the firewall was caved in. I personally was the first one to stick a 2x4 through the floorboard, trying to make it work. But we've overcome that little battle.
The gear vendors.
Yeah, so the gear vendor stuff, it's all in. Everything's bolted up on that. We're the motor's stabbed. We got everything going on that. All the accessories are going on. We got the blower on it. We had a little situation where we had the cross thread on the radiator, so we're constantly working on that right now. And waiting on the hoses for the fuel line and for our water lines for the intake. We're actually moving pretty good. We got some wiring we're going to have to do, and it's going to be tight. But, we're not hesitant 1 minute. If we got to call it off, we'll kill Rocky Mountain Race Week. Pull the motor, fix the firewall, and we'll be ready next year. Nah, we're going to do everything we can just to keep strumming on it and see what we can do to get it together. The main thing is we got to make it reliable because of the miles he's going to travel.
Over 1,500 miles.
Yeah, this baby's going to be it's going to be the first little road trip it's ever seen since it's been in race mode. So we'll see.
And so what do you think is part of the problem as far as like heads not clearing? Because I saw that kind of pop up a few times but I don't think people realize that the motor is already sitting up, what, an inch or two?
Right, yeah, and then you never know, I don't know, you can't never say if this is a factory casting. Whenever somebody actually takes something and makes total performance and whatever, and they re-angle ports and stuff like that for flow, you never really know if this casting is a little bit larger. All I know is that when we got this motor in compared to the other 6.0 that was in there, it's a lot more tighter. Everything. It's pushed the blower up closer to the radiator. The motor plates in it and everything were a lot tighter. It's just, you never know. You just never know. I would think that everything, whatever, would be exactly the same when it bolts up, but evidently it's not.
Yeah. That's the fun of race cars.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's any work to be done, it's definitely going to be on a race car. So, but progress, that's what it's all about. We're making progress. Can't complain about that.
Nope. Not that anybody would listen.
Nope.
All right. Let's see how this day goes.
Yep.
All right, so we've been moving forward. Looks like PH and Colt got the radiator. What are they running off to go do?
Huh?
What are they running off to go do?
We're having to reroute one of the water lines. So they're cutting back the shield that we have. We're trying to get some cold air to the blower. And I cross-threaded a hose in, so they're cleaning up the threads on it.
Fun.
Yeah, so now we're looking at what wires we're going to have to extend because some of the solenoid placements have changed. Or not solenoid, but fitting placements.
Mm-hmm.
Or sensor placements. and just talked to the powder coater, and he is powder coating our water vapor bleed lines now, so that's good news. So we should have that back here in a little bit.
Nice. Fun. It's like it's slowly coming together.
Yeah, today we'll probably make pretty good progress on getting a lot of this little stuff buttoned up today.
Nice.
And may or may not even fire it up. I don't know yet.
Ooh. That'd be exciting. So what about the tune? Are we gonna have to change anything with that?
Oh yeah, it's going to. I'll probably end up running over to LSET's power tuning and get him to help me here, because we're going to have to retune it and put together just to make sure everything's solid for pump gas for our drive, as well as the E85 tune.
Fun. I guess
Here in a little while, we'll go over everything, make a complete list of what we got left, and have a better idea of what we got going on timeline wise.
nice.
Tell you how to do it. I just
Oh, yeah,
tell you
you
how to
did.
do it and be easier.
Whatever. I keep been working on this all the time.
Here you go. Look what I got.
You did have a 16.
Take this one off and make sure it's the right one. Well, I ordered it for the water hose to come in, but we may not need it. I just ordered them in case we needed them. So that'll probably work.
What do you think? Was it canceled?
We're gonna use the 90 here, but come back with it straight on this side. Right, on the neck. No, we're actually 2 steps back and 5 steps forward, bud. Woo! Yeah, we're coming right along now.
I don't know. You'll have to look at it and see which.
I think it's.
If you can go like this, by all means do it, but I don't want it resting on the blower.
I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be too much. Okay, right now. It never fit. Gotta go this way. Oh, the 90 back to that. Oh, okay.
So what are you trying to get hooked up right now?
This is the water line.
It's amazing how much stuff had to change with just changing out the block.
Yeah. We canceled Rocky Mountain Race Week 2 or 3 times just within a matter of minutes.
Just today.
A matter of minutes, buddy. Just a matter of minutes. Alright, we have to go down a little further. This spin, it does. So, let's see if we can get it in the right angle and then measure it. Okay? Alright.
What you got going on?
Making lunch plans.
Woo! Hopefully you get lunch today, unlike yesterday.
Oh yeah, I did go to lunch yesterday, did I?
Yesterday was not a good day for Dave. Not at all.
Bad day for Lisa.
You want to tell the people what happened?
She crashed her Explorer hydroplaning, and did a pretty good number on it, so it's probably toast at this point.
All of that came after we had to beat the brakes off that firewall. So yesterday was not a very entertaining day for Dave. The people feel your pain.
I got Mark send me some touch-up paint so we can hide that firewall a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be
I
good.
sent him a picture and told him his paint was flaking off.
What'd he say?
He called me when I know what I did to it. So, that way it won't look so terrible.
I could just see your obsessive compulsive just like firing and full of that.
Yeah, it's like, man. But it'll be alright. I think I'm just wore out. I'm not feeling it right now. So hopefully by the time the event rolls around,
You'll perk up.
yeah, I'll be more out to have a little fun.
If not, we'll get you some Percocets or something. Perk you up.
Oh boy.
One way or another, we're gonna make this man smile.
I think once we just get this thing to where it's, I think I'm a little frustrated because,
It's a million parts and having to refit.
well, I
all
don't
the
have time
hoses.
to, in all honesty, I just don't have time to be spending on the truck. So while I'm out here, everything inside is getting further behind. That really is probably more important than messing with this truck. So that's,
But it's Rocky Mountain Race.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I just wish I had a little bit more time so that I wasn't so spread thin.
A day late and $1 short.
Yeah. Hopefully when we get together, there's no mechanical problems. 'Cause,
Yeah.
If there is, I'll be driving a smart car.
Just take this. Hey, we better hook up that nitrous line before we head out. On hook it up on the smart.
I don't know if I'm taking the smart car yet. There's gonna be so much weight in that trailer that
I
not
mean,
real
once we
convinced
get
yet.
up to what is it? Kansas? Kansas first? Yeah. Once we get up to Kansas, it's all coming out of the trailer, and we're even leaving a truck behind.
Well, we'll leave. We will leave the
Shop truck.
shop truck behind and take the truck and trailer. And it looks like there's going to be a lot of people wanting bottles filled, so probably need to load that thing down.
Well, just with what was it? Was it 2K? They ended up going through 5 mother bottles within the first day.
Yeah. I was, the thing is, since we're going to be at 5 different racetracks, and it looks like you got 3 passes per track.
250 racers.
Yeah, of course they're not all running nitrous, but it looks like there's a pretty good amount of them that's running nitrous. That nitrous supply may not go very far.
It'll be interesting. Oh, look at that. The hard lines are back. And they are powder coated.
Got that boat flake going on.
That bass boat, that's DB8 paint.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's like a Ranger bass boat laying in the middle
Dixie
of
does.
that.
He's gonna have to go up there and dig around and see if he
Woo!
He's gonna call me back.
What did we accomplish yesterday? What do we got going on today?
See, what did we accomplish yesterday?
We got all the wires done.
Yeah, we got it.
Well, most of the wires.
We got most of the motor buttoned up. I think yesterday I put the Pro Charger back on it, all the accessories. Figured out what we got to do to be able to run our vacuum can back up. We figured out what piping we need to replumb the coats out of the Pro Charger. Right now we're fighting the headers. We had them. Oh, we got those back from ceramic coating, and somehow they got tweaked. So now we're fighting getting them to line up with the other side of the header. We decided to flip the throttle body upside down, so now the hard lines that we got back from powder coat really don't work because the regulator won't clear the throttle body. What else did we do? Mostly wiring and little stuff yesterday, hoses, fittings.
Little knickknacks.
Yeah, I cross-threaded the the radiator bung, so Roger had to fix that, and we decided to. These heads kind of moved everything, so I'm really wondering, once we get into the grand scheme, how much it moved it, if I'm going to have a problem with the blower belt. And we're kind of just on the home stretch of buttoning stuff up. We haven't put the intake down yet because we still got to run purge line and fuel lines. So right now, it looks like they're just going to be fighting this collector for a while to get it to line up. Kind of where we're at. Hopefully after today, we kind of have a good grab on where we're at and a final parts list of what to order. I set up a dyno appointment at LSX Power Tuning for Thursday of next week. And if all goes well, we'll go to XRP on Saturday, the following Saturday, or, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And hopefully take this and Haas and let Lisa and I make a few passes.
Do some rips.
Yeah, so then after testing, I think we'll put our new tires on here just so that it can make, I don't plan on changing tires on the event. I'm not one of those guys that's going to work on this thing on the side of the road unless it's something super simple like putting gas in it. Otherwise, I'll just load it in the trailer and drink cold beer and watch everybody else have fun.
That sounds like a plan regardless.
Yes, absolutely. So, I have a feeling cold beer is definitely a lot in the week. So we shall see.
I was talking to Brandon yesterday. It's going to be a super simple wire job, just a positive and negative. But I've got a refrigerator that runs AC/DC power, only 2.5 amps.
Yep.
We're going to take that with us. We can eat ice cream anywhere, and we can have cold beer, as cold as you want.
You'll be the kid's best friend if they can have ice cream.
Call me the ice cream man.
Yeah, they'll like that. Especially Harper, because if it's warm up there, there ain't no AC in this thing. There's a roll down the window.
Right. I wonder how many miles she's going to make it in this truck.
I don't know. I'm hoping she hangs in there with me. She's got her little wireless earphones and her ear protection. So hopefully, and we put a power adapter in the dash so she can plug in her iPad. So I'm kind of hoping she makes the cruise with me. This will be,
The only problem with that being is whatever it is.
I kind of got a feeling she wound up in the car with Lisa and Ty before it's over with.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll ride with you.
And trailer. We haven't talked about the trailer.
Oh man, what about the trailer?
Chad over at Phil's, I'd reached out to him and kind of told him, hey, look, man, everybody kind of struggles on getting these trailers. So there's some options out there, but they're really expensive, like $5,000
For people that don't know who Phil is Phil Trailers.
Well, no, Phil is the dog. Everybody, it's funny because people are like, I talked to Phil. I'm like, really? All right. So, anyways, Chad and his brother own it, and Chad's dog's name is Phil, and that's why they call it Phil's Trailers. But anyway, so they supply a lot of racers' trailers, and I just reached out to him and said, hey, would you be interested in supplying me a trailer, put Phil's all over it for some advertisement, and letting us use it for Rocky Mountain, and then we'll give it back to you? And he was like, absolutely. Well, of course, I told him that a week ago. So getting a trailer built in time from a trailer manufacturer is not going to happen. And so he's kind of seen this as an opportunity to build Rocky Mountain Race Week and Drag Week and Power Tour type trailers for people. So they've ordered all the materials. They're building us a trailer for the event and said, I'll have it right before we leave. So we'll see.
That's awesome. Well, and it's because it's not just like a standard trailer, right? It's like a 4 foot by
It's got to be
6
a
foot.
4x8. And you want it to, like I was talking to him yesterday, and he was just talking about all the options from a pop-up top to a rear door to a side door, trying to make sure it's accessible to get to everything. And it's got to be lightweight, so you want it made out of aluminum. And so he's been thinking about it. And they're literally going. They're not having a trailer manufacturer build it. They're literally going to build it there at Phil's Trailers.
Nice.
And then I think his goal is if this is kind of a test run to see if he can just build these trailers to sell. So
That would be cool.
that would be cool. So, you know, they've always taken care of all of our trailer stuff, from our race trailers to our vending trailers. And man, they always know that I'm not a great planner, so it's always last minute in a rush. But they always get it done. They get it done right, and so that's important. They also take care of all of our routine maintenance, like you know, packing the bearings and I put these trailers through hell when we go out of state, so they normally come back in worse shape than they left in. And so we spend a lot of time working on them here. Last time we had a short and it melted all the wiring in the trailer, so Roger had to rewire the complete trailer. I think that's, other than it picking up scratches and dents from going down my driveway at home from all the trees, our stacker's been a pretty good trailer, but it's only because we still top of it. So we'll see. But that's where we're at today. We'll see where we're at by the end of the day. We might still be working on this header.
Hopefully not.
So, all right, I think we just need a bigger hammer.